Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another edition of Strong Perspectives podcast, ladies and gentlemen. All my Facebook friends and folks on YouTube. Hey, I'm here with my brother Damon. Jaquari, he's having a little technical difficulties, but he's going to be on directly. My father used to say directly. Well, what does directly mean? Directly after you see me again. That's what it means. You know what I mean? But like I said, we're gonna be getting on soon. I mean, we're on live now, So, Damon, I'm Keith Armstrong. I'm with my brother Damon Armstrong. Damon, how you feel today?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad with nobody, so I'm all right.
There it is.
You know. How about you, bro?
Oh man, shit. Just, it hasn't been a busy week, but it's been a very informative week. Different things have happened that had me go into my Rolodex of what would I do type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
number of things. One of them is the Chris Rock Will Smith situation, which we're gonna touch on tonight. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Other stemming from that, thinking about what I feel the role is. Here he is, right
Okay.
here.
No,
All right, now, damn, hey, look, Jaquari Armstrong is joining us, ladies and gentlemen, with that scowl on his face. Look at
What's
it,
up,
sweat
bro?
teeth and everything. What's
I'm
going
good.
on, brother? How you
Huh?
doing? How you
I'm
doing?
good, man. I just sitting back thinking about how much I pay for goddamn technology, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Because I'd
Yes,
be like, but I don't know what I'm supposed to mash to get on or whatever. But you better bet your bottom dollar my shit'll get there.
Hey, look here.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If it had been another minute, I'd be like, man, he need to get on here
Hey,
immediately, if not
hey,
Mm.
sooner.
Jaquari, put your
I
put your earphone if you could use them.
I don't got no I don't got no earphones for my phone, man. That's the
I
only
got
thing.
I got you.
I gotta
So
turn this
I'm
joint down.
sorry
I'm getting
though.
my yard
G
clean.
Sharp. G Sharp, how you doing? Pit fam. That's a great man right there, fellas. Real good
What's
man.
up, brother?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, but Quarry, I asked Damon how his week was. Give us a little taste of how yours was.
Oh man, just at work or whatever, trying to trying to be a positive influence, man. It's never easy. It never ends, but uh over the years I just figured that's why God put certain people in certain positions, man, because the last conversation we had, us three, we talked about grace, and
Yes, sir.
grace is something that doesn't you know really happen in my line of work too much.
Of
So
course.
whatever grace I could provide for somebody, especially a child or whatever, then I'm gonna do it. So you know, some
Yeah, and
amazing things, huh?
no, go ahead, finish.
No, I'm saying, I mean, it's some amazing things can happen daily, man. With my work, but I've got to be open enough to see it.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Because I really think that I was telling Damon, a lot of things that had me thinking retrospectively about my life and who I am. As far as a matter of fact, one of the taglines on this live was, we was going to talk about the Will Smith situation, but we was also going to talk about. I wanted to talk about, just touch on it a little bit of our roles, men. What you guys think our roles are with our family? Yeah, see, you got that echo going, spoke. Do you got any wireless headphones? Because
Yeah.
they'll work too.
All right. Let me go see about
All right, well we got you, brother. You are man. Yeah, but let talk to us, Damon, about what you think. And you don't have to get too deep. You know what I mean? If you want to just be short or long winded, whatever. We got time. what do you think the man, before we touch on Will and Chris Rock, what do you think in our community, our role when it comes to our family, what do you think is most important?
I think most important, man, is to provide an atmosphere of safety. You know what I'm saying? People thrive in safety, man. You know what I'm saying? People thrive in situations where they can express themselves. You know what I'm saying? And in expressing themselves, they should be able to feel like they can be honest. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're right or wrong about a situation, they can be honest about it, man. And if they're wrong, they can learn from their experience and be better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
learn from it and be better. But you have to have the experience, man, to grow. And growth, man, requires safety. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you can express yourself and not worry about, you know what I'm saying, physical harm. Some cat coming up on the stage smacking your tongue out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
no doubt, no doubt. I think my thing is right. Just speaking on what you're talking about. Um, I wanted to ask you: do you think safety does that promote complacency in an individual?
no, what it provides, man, is an opportunity for people. See, as a parent, man, you have to provoke thought in your kids too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Challenge them in that aspect. And in doing that and challenging them, you know what I'm saying, you asking them to be honest about their thought processes and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So whatever comes with that, man, it's a matter of expression. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? You should never be afraid of expressing who and what you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's put on this earth, man, to express themselves and inspire others. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
You might inspire somebody you'll never meet in your life. You know what I'm saying?
that's
But
real.
see, that's God's work, though. You know what I'm saying? That's not
Mm,
our responsibility. We just have to put forward the best we can be. You
oh
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And that's going to influence somebody that you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be in the context of expressing yourself truthfully. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, well, that's not to be redundant, but it is refreshing, man, to interact with somebody and when they're being their truthful and honest self.
yeah,
It's up to you how you accept it. You know what I'm saying? You can accept it in a positive way or a negative way. But whatever the case may be, you're able to plant your flag wherever you want to, man, because you get an honest interaction. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
And the person that's delivering it should understand if they coming at you truthfully and honestly, how you respond is truthful and honest also. If that makes any sense.
yeah, yeah. I get it. I think that I was given permission to express myself. You know, our father and our mother gave us permission to be who we are. See, a lot of people may not understand what that means. I mean, listen, my parents were strong people, you know, and they said what they said and they meant what they said. But the thing about it is, when somebody that you respect immensely, say to you, yeah, this is how I feel and this is what you're going to do. But if you feel you got a better way, express yourself. Tell me, and shit, as a kid, that didn't happen often because the fear factor was always there. But as I gotten older, I started to understand it. You see what I'm saying? Because see,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, man, it's not all about expressing yourself. It's all, to me, my opinion, it's how much of a sponge you could possibly be for a later date. You know what I mean?
I got
Well,
Well,
nothing,
bro.
bro. I got nothing, bro.
okay, now listen, when you start echoing, you're gonna get your ass up off here. You understand?
Where if he,
Wow.
where if I can leave right now, bro. Don't
Hey,
let me hold
look,
What's
you.
that? Hey, Jacob, what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, don't let
You
it
ain't
mean,
said
me.
that
hey,
but a
look,
word.
listen, it mean what it mean, man.
Shit.
You bringing trouble to this situation.
Yeah,
You feel
my feet ain't sticky, brother. I can roll.
Ah,
Is it bad, bad?
huh?
No,
No,
you
no, you
fine,
good.
man.
You good right now. You was ringing out before. Maybe it was, I don't know. I was going to try to sound intelligent, but I have nothing. Look, I have nothing for this technology. All I know is to get to here. I'm here. I can't help you
Yeah,
no more than that.
yeah.
All right, well, see, here's the thing. What I want you to do, I know, Gary, I gotta leave him alone before he get mad, bro. Gary
Hey,
said,
like,
I gotta leave you alone, Spo.
no. I mean, I'm
No,
shit.
no, he know
I'm the
I'm
type.
joking. Hey, what I want you to comment on. Me and Damon was talking about it.
Mhm.
Basically, what's going on is we're talking about roles, men's
Uh-huh.
roles in their family,
Hmm.
especially in our community, right? And Damon brought up a good point as far as the freedom to express yourself. I add that freedom on there, but basically it goes along is to express yourself. Well, what do you think about that?
Well, express freedom of expression, like
I'm
in
talking about
terms of
from a parental point of view.
from oh yeah, I mean it's definitely important. I mean, anytime you can have a an intelligent conversation with your kids, especially like in difficult times, and they feel comfortable enough to express themselves, and tell you what's going on without lying, you know,
Yeah,
that's definitely a plus, man. It's
yeah.
definitely a plus. But you gotta police that though, man, because my daughter, I told her the same thing Pop told us. You lied to me, I can't help
Mm-hmm.
you,
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
Fluky,
you have to set the parameters, man.
yeah, Fluky, you can speak from experience, man. Girls say things, to their fathers that you are just not naturally built to hear. I mean, just seriously. I mean, because who else are they going to turn to? And because they be mad with their mama. Because women can't live together. Yeah, I said I said that. I sure did. But you got to get past your own your own mental blocks, man. Because
Yeah,
if they don't get the knowledge from you, they're gonna get it from some sleazeball in the street.
it's real. And see, and that's
Yeah.
the thing about it. Both you guys are girl dads. You know what I mean? That's what I know about you. So what you said, Jaquar, as far as sometimes you're not built to hear what they have to say, because what I know just through the many conversations I had with you guys, they get comfortable because you their dad, and they'll say some shit to you. Be like, hold on, but then you say, no, that's my baby. So what? So anybody got anything to say to that?
Here's the thing, man. I've never been in a situation where I was uncomfortable because that's my child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whatever they ask me now, if it's something that's disrespectful, you have to address that, man, and that's malicious, man. You know what I'm saying? If they've been disrespectful, there's an intention and it's malicious intention.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But if it's in the context of raising them and being there for them and stuff like that, man, that's the easiest conversation you can have because you know what I'm saying? You come to the understanding, man, that when you communicating with your girls, man, you comfortable within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of honesty that comes behind that, man. You know what I'm saying? And they can tell when you lying, man. You know what I'm saying? They can tell when you're holding back and when you're not being honest. You know what I'm saying? And how you gonna prepare your daughters, man, for some clown ass niggas, man, if she can tell that you not being honest? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah,
That makes sense?
Oh
Makes
yeah.
a whole lot of
How you
sense.
gonna prepare your girls to deal with that if you're not being honest and saying, hey, look here, this is what to look out for, and this is what they gonna say. I've been in
Yeah.
numerous situations like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
yeah.
that requires me to look outside of myself because, hey, let's be honest. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I was a boy. I was a young man, grown man. You know what I'm saying? There's this misconception, man, that a cat that's how do I put this? A cat that's like confident and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that's a facade. You know what I'm saying?
Of
And
course.
that's aggression.
He
That's moving
hide,
forward with
he's
aggression. This is who I am, and
hiding
accept me
something.
or not.
He's hiding something. Yeah.
Right. In real life, man, when you share your life with a woman, man, it's all about being honest. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you have to accept the fact that, and I'm speaking in terms of relationships, not my girls, because my girls they
Hold on, hold
trust
on,
me.
hold on, hold on for 1 second. We getting ready to move into that. I want Jaquari to come in on what you just said because you both have a lot in common when it comes to having daughters. You see what I'm saying? So Jaquari, you have anything to respond to that?
Well, no, it was a different perspective of the same thing I was saying. I mean, but that being said, I mean, mistakes were made. You know, in my house. You know,
Of
on my
course.
on my end,
That's the path to freaking paradise. It's mistakes, bro. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I,
Shit.
It's par for the course, bro.
I forgot. I, yeah,
All right. Let me throw
But the
this out
bottom
there
line is,
before.
let me
Let me
say
throw
this,
this. I'm,
man.
I'm, gonna, I'm gonna let you finish, but let me add this. I'm gonna use one of your words, Damon. This caveat to this, right? Do you think the way that you both move in a household with women, other than your wife, has it been influenced by the strong women in our family? Because we have a lot of strong women.
it has. For me, it has.
In what way, though? And no, speak on that, and then tell me in what way do you think? Like I said, you don't have to go into a long, drawn out thing, but in what way do you think it's influenced
I'm 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 uh I'm really really quick to accept female friendship more so than male friendship because like the women in my life, man, you know, my wife, my coworkers or whatever, I keep it real with them
you?
as
Got you.
opposed to you know the guys. I keep it real with them too, but you know with the guys, you know, it's you know it's chewing the fat, it's shooting the shit, you know. But with females, you know, it's you know let's get to the root of this issue if there is an issue, and if not, let's just make the environment as pleasant as it could possibly be. I'm a gentleman. I've always been a gentleman in all situations, you know, and that's comes from heavy influence from our you know from the women in our family, you know.
Got you. Damon?
I think for me, man, my life is like an anomaly, man. You know what I'm saying? My experiences with contact with the women in my life, my family, they've always left room for me to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? They make me feel okay with who I am. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
And as I built on that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying it, but they have to answer the question. But I think I became the man that they had some influence in. You know
Oh, there's
what
no
I'm
doubt
saying?
about that, man. No
And
doubt.
and I think it all came with, okay, what do you think? How do you feel? You know what I'm saying? What would you do? And it was there, and as a man I had to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
had to make a decision. And it wasn't cloaked in dishonesty. It was me being me because they made me feel comfortable in doing that. So
I tell you,
and that translated into my girls. Although it was different because people are individuals, man, and you just go at it with who they are.
I'm gonna tell you, to be perfectly honest, you both, and then this is from knowing you my whole life. You both have done a fantastic job with your daughters. I would have fucked it up. Yeah, and y'all know why, because
Yeah,
I'm like, oh,
you probably been in prison.
there you go. Y'all know me.
You've probably been in prison.
Y'all know how I am. I try to solve problems before problems come. You dig what I'm saying? And my girls would, and I think because my sons are strong-willed because of me. You know what I mean? And and just by talking to you guys, man, a strong-willed daughter will test you, but she will also help you to evolve into some more to that one person that you need to be. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's testing, man, or it's just them being
It's
genuine
testing,
and asking relevant questions.
Bro, if they question your decision, not the wrong decision, but the one that you no, I'm not. Listen, this is not a personal opinion.
I'm following you, man. I'm following you.
It's a broad statement. If you say, "Hey, I don't like that guy. Why don't you like him? This, that, and the other." Well, he ain't really like that. You don't want to expose yo, I was a motherfucker back in the day. I recognize game. You know?
I don't go there with mine, man.
Man, that's why I got to stop.
I know
man.
you don't.
You talk about honesty or whatever shit. I told mine, shit. Daddy was a motherfucker back in the day. I mean, that's just but within the confines of all those conversations, man, it was just
hold on. Go ahead and finish, man. G Sharp made a great damn point, but go ahead, Ja'Cory.
Yeah, it was not necessarily bad, man, but for me, in dealing with her at least, I mean, it was learning on the fly, man. It was learning on the fly, and parts of our relationship definitely suffered for it. A lot of stuff I regret, but I'm here.
That's insightful, man.
Yes, sir. I like that, Ja'Cory. And look, G Sharp said, "Boys make us better fathers. Girls make us better men."
I can agree with that.
I like that. That's shit. Real. That was real.
I definitely agree with that.
That was real. And let me give you my point of view as far as what the beginning of the topic is. What I feel our role is, just to steer us into this. Then we're gonna mess with this a little bit. Then we're gonna move on to what we was talking about last night. Having boys or men, right? Y'all know I'm different. See, I raised my sons like I looked out for y'all. You know what I mean? Where I saw that I put myself in their shoes and I made sure I tried to give them a cheat code on life, period. But your kids is not going to listen to you all the time. I was the rarity where I listened to John Armstrong, whatever he said. He could say, yo, your left hand is pink and your right hand is brown. And I would have been like, yep. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I understood that I was kind of different because I believed everything he said because he gave me reason to believe everything he said. So with my boys, I tried to be so honest because y'all know we got that. The honesty was the motherfucker up in the crib, wasn't it?
Yep.
Saying. So I'm going to say this and then we're going to try to close this section up.
Yeah, but I want to make a point before we close it up.
All right. Yeah, you're going to get your chance. Here's my thing. Y'all remember, as we was growing up, every single time, whatever's going on, we heard our father say, I don't mind being a bad guy. Can y'all relate to that?
Mm-hmm.
Did not understand what that meant at the time, right? No matter what, it always seemed to fit his situation, the situation for him, right? Until I became a father. And then it hit me first when my Keith Jr. was born, and as he was growing, it hit me one day. I was sitting there, and I understood what it means. I don't mind being a bad guy, because we used to be looking at him like, man, what the hell are you talking about, man? Right? You just on the whole philosophical shit, and we ain't there yet, right? But it hit me. Making those decisions that's the best for your child. And you're going to look like the bad guy. Even though it's the best decision for your child. Now you got to think about it. And I'm going to throw this into it. When your wife wants this for the child, but you see that it's good for the short run, right? But really in the long run, it only hurts them. Or not hurt them, inconvenience them, and you got to say no. Now you're the bad guy in the house, but you understand you make the right decision.
Mm.
That's the point I wanted to make.
Here's the thing, man, and I want to make sure that I want to clarify the point I'm making, man. When it came to my two daughters and my son, young people gonna be young people, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, through my experience, man, there was really no difference because sons challenge fathers too, man. I challenge our father. You see what I'm saying? Where the conflict came in, if there was conflict, where it came in at is when I try to differentiate between my daughters and my son, where there's really no difference. Your daughters are gonna be like, oh, Dad, that don't really don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? I have my opinion about it. Can you explain it a little bit more? That's about the extent of it. Whereas my son can be like, man, long as I get this dude out of my face, man, I'm just trying to chill and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whereas my girls, man, early through life, man, they get challenged early with shit, man. You see what I'm saying? And that's about the extent of it. They get challenged with stuff earlier, and if the situation is uncomfortable, that's not their issue because they're asking questions. They're being inquisitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
you're the one that's uncomfortable when you like, damn, that was too soon for her to be asking me that.
But first of all, the head of the household is always going to be uncomfortable if the child even asks the question. You know what I mean?
Right,
because that's our lot. That's our lot.
Right.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah, but my point is, be it male or female, they're gonna ask questions, man. Whatever, if it's relevant through their experience of their life, they're gonna ask you the relevant questions, the things that mean something to them. You know, if it's personal, then you have to be like, well, young brother said that to you. How you feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they coming with some bullshit, then I'm be like, nah, baby, nah.
Cool.
That's not what it. And you have to maneuver without revealing some shit about yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Because your daughters don't want you to say, "Oh, my dad was this." No, she wants you to be.
Oh man.
That savior. She wants you to be that source of safety and somebody she can talk to.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The only
so
part
you have to find that happy medium.
The only part I beg to differ on, man, I mean, because you're absolutely right, but the only part I beg to differ, man, is if anybody needs to see the change in a man, it's your daughters. In the fact that you lived your life a certain way before you got married to their mother and brought them into the world, didn't you? And how much did you change to accommodate the lessons and the experiences that you had to help them get through?
Well, there's nuances to that shit, bro. You got to factor in maturity, man.
that's the whole.
Nuances,
But see, here's the
nuance.
thing: you can
Okay,
change.
that's my point. Oh, whoa. That's my
Let him
point.
finish because you both are
Nuances.
saying the same thing, bro. But go ahead and
Yeah,
finish.
that's what I just said. Nuances is just a French way to say change. I mean, it's the same thing. If you can show the blueprint of your progression, your personal progression, how you grew from a boy to a man, that's the lesson right there. And for me, I didn't give up any dirty ass details or anything like that, but I was honest. I mean,
yeah. I mean, but look.
Well, honesty is the key.
Listen, the one thing about what I think about you two men is you are great fathers and you're great husbands. Y'all wives appreciate the shit out of y'all, right? I'm not saying my wife don't appreciate me. It has nothing to do with it. I'm saying that when I see you guys, my sister-in-laws are very blessed to have y'all. It's real. You know what I mean? Now, that's just my humble opinion. Now, let me just say this. Hey, G-Sharp. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say that last thing because you wild as hell. But
I appreciate the sentiment, but like as I said before, man, a lot of times I fall short of the glory.
I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. And this is the last thing, and I want y'all both to answer this.
All right, hold on for a minute, man. Hold on for a minute.
Look, that's an old man right there.
Kitty kidneys.
Potty break. All right, while you here, Jaquari, let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna ask that when he come back. Do you think the way that you deal with your relationship has to do with your birthing order, being the youngest of the three of us?
Oh yeah. For me, yeah, definitely.
Because the youngest child is what? Most of the time, what is the youngest child?
Spoiled, shiftless,
selfish,
entitled. I'm fucking this.
Entitled's better, Jaquari. Entitled's better. Not selfish, but entitled.
Yeah, you putting words in my mouth, man. I'm fucking this duck, brother. You just hold it down. But entitled, definitely entitled, man. Like I don't know if we recorded it or not, but I talked about how I was 40 years old. I still had keys to y'all house. You know what I mean?
You was living with us. What are you talking about?
I can live with y'all when I was 40. What you talking about, man? But I mean,
so you was a year removed. My fault, dog. Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, you went to school down here, man. Everybody know that. But
hey, Fluky.
What up?
Niggers, they get on your nerves.
All right, well, look, before I answer this, I want you to answer this real quick too. Do you think how you, your wife, sister-in-law giving you love, Damon? She got all hearts up on here and all that. That's fucking cute. No, but for real, Damon. When it comes to how you deal with your relationship, does the fact that in your birthing order have a lot to do with how you deal in your relationship? In your opinion?
Yeah, it factors in to a certain extent.
How do you think?
Well, patience. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to have patience because a lot of people had to have patience with me. You know what I'm saying? And as I gotten older, I realized I was like, how can I couldn't, there couldn't be hypocrisy there, man.
Gotcha.
I couldn't be a hypocrite in that aspect. But I want to say this, man, in terms, before you move on, I want to say this, man, in terms, because this was my go-to mindset, man. You know what I'm saying? With raising all three of my kids. And I learned this because there was trouble in the beginning, especially when they started getting their own mindset and thoughts and all that stuff. My go-through thought process was, and y'all heard me say this a million times, man. God's biggest miracle, man, is 7 billion plus people on this earth. We have similar experiences, but we take in shit differently, man. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thought process was not male, female. It was like individual. You know what I'm saying? And that made that transition, man, dealing with my girls easier because I looked at them as separate, individual people. You know what I'm saying? Based on what it is that they chose to reveal and what I instinctively knew about them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you had to. So it's about finding that right balance. It ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my kids, they're very successful kids, but you know, my attitude has always been these God children. My job is not to keep them safe and not to fuck them up. He has a plan for them. Excuse my language, but that's my attitude, really. So, you know, I had to listen before I spoke.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not pandering, bro. I'm just being honest. since since I know my family watching.
No. Did I do good, baby? Did I do good?
That's real, bro.
I didn't think that at all, man. For real.
Hey, look. All right, well, look.
So what you want to transit to?
Let's go ahead and do this, man, because we talked about it in depth last night, and I'm willing to get deep into it or find the comedy in it, man. This whole Will Smith situation, right? I'm going to go to you first, Jaquari, and the question I'm asking you is this. What's your overall opinion of it? And I'm gonna go around to all three of us. Now, understand, folks, this is how we feel about it. And everybody who's my Facebook friends and Jaquari's and Damon's Facebook friends, y'all know us. So it's good to hear where we have to say about it. You might change your mind, you might disagree. It don't really matter. You know what I mean? But Jaquari, tell me what you think about it.
Well, I have 3 overall points. First point is, as I told you guys on the phone yesterday, Will Smith owes Jada Pinkett nothing. He didn't have to do that. Did not have to do that. Secondly, I gained a lot of respect for Chris Rock and his reaction, because for him to stand there and take that, whether he was afraid or whether he was just being professional or whether he was just so surprised he didn't know what to do. The fact that he just stood there and after he got himself together mentally, he pushed on with the show. I respect that.
Got it.
And thirdly, man, see, how can I put this? Will was wrong in the sense that, again, as I said yesterday, man, it would have made a bigger impact if he would have stood up and took Jada out of that place and went home and wasn't there to accept his Oscar. And then when asked why he did that, made the statement of, that man need to keep his, my wife's name out his motherfucking mouth.
Had he done that at the end, I would rock with that. But Damon, talk to me, brother. What's up?
My thing is this, man, because I'm looking at it in its totality, man. My man's, I'm looking at body language and all this stuff. My man's,
Taylor, what's up, cuz? How you doing, baby? Go ahead, Damon.
My man's, Will Smith, man, I think his whole thing was, you know what, I have to control this situation. And in that moment, he walked up there and slapped that man. He thought he was in control, and he felt like, okay, in an irrational way, he thought, damn, you know what? As long as people view me this way or view me that way. But what I don't think what he recognized or anybody else recognized, man, is that he was lost in that, man. He was lost in that, and he was irrational in his thinking. And I'm not judging him, man, because cats have psychotic breaks all the time. But if you look at the last year or so, man, and all the stuff he's been through, you know what I'm saying? He's going by, he's just being reactionary and not thinking about the consequences, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when he smacked Chris was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I bet the first thing he thought in his mind, damn, Will tripping. Will is tripping.
Yeah.
And I would venture to guess that's why he didn't press charges at the time. But they think he finna get him the business, man, because Will opened up that shit. He opened it up by smacking the man. But we watched the dude, man, that we all respect. I feel safe to assume that all three of us respect that dude.
As an actor, he's in my top 5.
As a human being, man. As a human being.
I don't know him, homie, but I feel what you're saying, though.
My point is, I think, man, that if his life wasn't on display like it was, and him trying to put out fires here and there and all that shit, he would have never done that, man.
I got
you know what I'm saying? But he lost in that place where he's lost in that place where he's at, man, and he's being irrational with it. You know what I'm saying? And people and what's happening is we are seeing this shit happening in real time, man.
No doubt.
We see it happening in real time.
Brother, something's wrong with my audio, man. Fluky, it sounds like you're talking through a cup or something, bro.
We can hear you though, bro.
Yeah, you can't hear me.
You, so you good right now? Can you hear me?
Hey, Spo, I ain't touched nothing.
I ain't drinking.
No, I'm just saying I can't like my audio's something's going on with my audio, man. I can't. Y'all sound like Charlie Brown teacher talking shit. I can't hear you.
All right, well, go out and go back in, man, and see if your tablet comes through, man. We're gonna come back. We're gonna be here for a minute. All right. Well,
you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. Let me just say this, because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the table for you, because I'm looking for some particular thing. First of all, Will Smith was completely and totally wrong, right? Not because it was a bad joke, but Chris Rock was not expecting that bullshit, right? And I'm not on Chris Rock's side. What I'm saying to you is that is a 50-something-year-old man standing on that stage. And you're right, G Sharp, it was a bad joke. It was, but the thing about it is, here's the thing. All Jada did was roll her eyes. She didn't break down crying. She didn't do anything like that. But we had this long conversation last night. Here's my real opinion about it. Is I'm gonna take it from Chris Rock's point of view. First of all, you walking on stage and I'm not expecting you to come. And I just made a joke about your wife. My hands are not gonna be behind my back. Period. That ain't like, oh man, I would have did some judicial shit. No. I'm like, yo, you my mans, but why are you walking up on me like that? We on national, millions and millions of people watching. Why are you walking up on me? At least my hand's gonna be in front of me. All right, now. But he smacked the ever-living shit out of Chris Rock. He smacked Chris Rock so badly, Chris Rock said, Will Smith smacked the shit out of me. Right? Will Smith was wrong. Not because he wasn't, some people, men and women, gonna say, oh man, he was protecting his wife. Bro, you could have protected your wife backstage. This is a guy this is all we know. You don't have no friction with this guy. This is what the public knows. So you go backstage. This is one of the biggest nights of your career. Right? So you go backstage and smack the shit out of him. You see what I'm saying? Mm. That's my point. That's what, like, me and my wife had problems because she's from Germantown. She's from Philly. You know what I mean? And, my boys from Philly, that's how they feel they roll. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we had it wasn't an argument, but we was going back and forth. And what I was trying to explain to her is like, yo, I understand what you're saying to you. saying to me, but he was still wrong. He was still wrong because you don't go back a man. Now, if had he said, you know what, Jada, you bald headed and you this, you that, and this, and so and blah 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 blah, and went on that whole thing, then you go directly on stage. But what he did was, he should have went, got up. Now, there's two ways I'm gonna let y'all have the floor. Two things he should have did, and he would have been a G to me, right? Got up, went behind stage, and waited for Chris and pie out, because that's what you wanted to do, right? Number two, what he did when he sat back down. Keep my name, my wife's name out your MF mouth. Keep my mic. That would have been a G. You know what I mean? Not to say that Will was right for saying that in his seat, but we would have understood. But see, I'm not passing judgment on Will Smith because it don't matter to me. Look, Facebook, YouTube, it don't matter to me. I don't care. And I ain't the type of guy, but me and my brothers, we talk about this kind of stuff. And we give three sides of this situation and how we feel about it. You see what I'm saying? And I wanted you guys to hear all three sides. Anybody want to chime in?
Yeah, I just on the phone yesterday we spoke about how you guys had a point of view where you felt like Will Smith, some of Will Smith's actions were calculated. You know, stemming from that Red Table interview.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just got to reiterate, man. You know, I can't honestly believe that a man would take that much of an active role in fucking his life up. You know, I mean, he was on damage control, man, and it just spun out of his hands, man. It did.
Look.
That's the
No. Go ahead and take that, Danny.
That's exactly what happened, man. It spun out of his control. He thought he was in control of it, but it spun out, and he did an irrational act, man. Is what he did. But it wasn't. The joke was just the icing on the cake, is what it was. And I'm just speculating because I'm not, you know, I'm not in this man's head, but he reacted when he saw his wife. He reacted. You know what I'm saying? And that was the icing on the cake. But it runs deeper than that, man. That was an irrational move he made. That was irrational.
But see,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that. Let me finish my point, man. I'm not saying he shouldn't protect his wife or nothing like that. But, man, do you know, man? Here is the thing, man. With every action, there is a reaction. We as grown adults have to understand and respect that. We have to. And Will Smith going up there smacking that man, he wasn't thinking in an irrational way. Because, look here, man, do you know Chris Rock could sue this cat, man, for I don't know how many millions? Because guess what? Every time Chris Rock go in a damn venue to do his shows or whatever, I'm too afraid to say my jokes because I'm afraid somebody. That's
Damon.
Hear what I'm saying? I'm only speaking about the reaction of what he did. Now we can all of us. Last point. We all can sit back and speculate on, hey, was he a man or not? No. What if Chris sues him and sue the Academy Awards? Because he can do both.
But
you know what I'm saying? And in the process of Chris Rock suing Jada and Will, he get a nice piece of money. You know what I'm saying? What is hold on, let me finish. Is she going to sit back and say,
I need you to hear what I'm about to
is she going to say, as they getting sued, is money being taken out of their house? Is she going to say, you know what, it was worth it, man, because you stood up for me? You understand what I'm saying? Or is she going to say, damn, dude, because you know how women and men argue. She going to say, damn, dude, you went up there and did that dumbass shit, now his money's being taken out of our house because you wasn't thinking rationally. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
There's sides to everything, man.
You are absolutely right, but bro, you're not expanding the whole thing. Chris Rock did not press charges because Will Smith inadvertently gave him the gigantic bag.
Yeah.
He gave him the gigantic bag. Forget going
That's
into
what I'm speaking to, man.
Forget going into their bank account. Don't have nothing to do with it. Because from the next 15 years, he's going to be booking stadiums.
Yeah, but Keith, Chris Rock got kids too, man. There
Bro.
are damages there.
Listen.
Not just venues being overflowed,
but hold on,
tickets being sold.
But see, you're not taking into consideration this. Take this in consideration. The damage control for Chris, they said he was the ultimate professional. And he can spend that on his children.
Really?
Yes. Look, and that's your opinion where you don't agree. Think about what I'm saying to you. Like, you see this man came and slapped me, but you see the control? This is why we got this fucking castle on the beach over here with our private island and all of this shit. Some people think like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he still has to work, and he still has to go into venues where he has to think twice about saying certain jokes because some crazy motherfucker might come out the crowd.
Bro, he'll do it. Look, he'll make his
I'm
money.
speaking in terms of damages, man.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying to you, this dude just caught a gigantic bag, man. A bag full of money, period.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, bro. Would you have been that poised, man, because you was thinking about the bag?
First of all, I'm not Chris Rock. Two things I want. No. All right, I'm gonna answer you. Right? Fuck no. I would have beat the hell out of Will Smith. Period.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, what you said, Jabari, the other day, you said Chris Rock is everything of 5'7", 150 pounds, and Will Smith is 6'2" and Muhammad Ali weight. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it from that point of view. I'm not saying what I'm saying is correct. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not questioning nobody's manhood. We're just talking about who's right or wrong. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted your opinion. Now, you gave us your opinion, Damon. Jaquar, you gave yours, right? Now, let me just say this. It's not a black-white thing where I've been seeing stuff coming on my news feed about he embarrassed black people, blah, 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 blah. No. You know why? Because I really think Will Smith privately had a nervous breakdown. And I don't think he knew about it. Because he got up on the biggest night of his life, walked up to a guy that he was friendly with. They weren't best friends. He was friendly with, and he smacked the taste out of his mouth. That's what he did. Something that he wasn't. But what did we talk about yesterday? And I'm going to let you guys have the floor. What did we talk about yesterday? And Jaquar, you disagree with me and Dana. I said that when he went to the red table, or what, I don't want to say the wrong name, but he went to that table, right? He was like, I'm Will Smith and I can get ahead of this. Right? But guess what? His wife was not ready to say that it was an affair. She called it an entanglement and it became a damn joke. Right? Now, you can speculate and say, well, Will, you knew about this shit because it was 2 years old. That whole August thing was 2 years old. The only reason why it even came out was because August was trying to sell an album. That's it. You know, look, he had some of that cougar blood and got addicted like Jada was a vampire. You understand what I'm saying to you? Y'all some fool. But my point is this, though, dog. This is my point. Will tried to get ahead of it because he overthought it. He thought it was smarter than everybody else. He's an intelligent guy. What it did was it affected him worse than he anticipated. What do y'all think? And look, close this up real quick. Both of y'all say a couple of lines, and then I'm gonna give you both of y'all final thoughts, and we're gonna close this up. Damon, you go first, man, because you're long-winded.
There's a lot of truth to what you say, man. But speaking in terms of individual, man, you don't know what's going on through their mind. The only thing you can do is try to figure out the cause and the effect of it. What's tragic about the whole thing is you're right, Chris Rock, man. If he do the shit right, he's going to get a big bag out of it. You see what I'm saying? But the tragedy is, man, that Will Smith, who is a iconic type of dude, was irrational in his thinking, man. Whatever side people take, man, he was irrational in his thinking because there's consequences to your actions, man. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy for people to sit around talking about if it was me or if it this and that. You know what I'm saying? We don't know because we weren't in that exact situation.
Big Bill.
We wasn't in that situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My man, do I think Will Smith had regrets? I think he has major regrets, man. But he's caught between that space where you know what, people are saying this over here and people are saying that over there. But I'm comfortable with this side over here because they said I look like a man doing what I did. You know what I'm saying? And you might feel that way. And that might make you comfortable doing that. But damn, dog, shit coming down the pipe, man. And you change a lot of people's opinion of how they feel about you. Whether or not you agree with them or not. You change the shit, man. So, but that said, it still could be reconciled. He could call Chris Rock up and say, hey, dude, I know what you finna do. And I deserve that because I did this shit to you on the biggest stage on television. But understand, dude, I'm in a place, man, where, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't able to check myself then. You know what I'm saying? And I don't expect you to understand, but I'm going through some shit. I'm not ready to reveal that to anybody, but I'm going through some shit and I'm trying to reconcile that and make it right.
Yeah. Great point. Great point, Damon. Shit. You sensitive, well thoughtful person you are. Damn it. Shit.
Hey, man.
That's why I love you, brother. Go ahead, Damon.
I'm just sitting here basking. I'm just sitting here basking in my potential, dog.
There you go, dog. There you go. Go ahead and finish up, Jaquar.
Well, personally, man, you know, in simple terms, man, you know, their marriage and his life in particular, man, started spiraling years ago, and at one point he you know, he might have indulged in it because he was there, so you know he was like, well, fuck, you know, this is how we going, so I'm gonna go as hard as I can, you know, and pretend to like it or whatever, you know. But then when it got a little past his taste level, you know, and his chicken started coming home to roost, you know, that same spiral, man, you know, instead of fighting, he just went with it, and it went out of control. As far as you know, what happens next, you know, personally, if I was him, I wouldn't say anything about it. I wouldn't talk to Chris Rock about, you know, my state of mind or anything like that. I definitely would have apologized to the man, you know, but I wouldn't have put hands on him in the first place. I mean, that's, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, he see the person the same size as Jada on the stage smarting off, and he went up there and you know, addressed it, because there's no way in the world when he heard that joke and he started laughing and looked over at his wife and she was frowning. I bet you $1 to a bucket of shit. She mouthed to him, "You old punk ass." You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't fuck with you in the first place. He said, and he was like, all right, watch this. Famous last words. Famous last words. Watch this.
Yeah.
He did what he did.
Hey, look. What last thing I'm gonna say about it is this: my initial, and I'm gonna always give Chris Rock the benefit of the doubt. That's why I brought up the bag. I did that on purpose, right? Because I don't like to stand in judgment of people, man. You know what I mean? I was in law enforcement 30 years and seeing different shit, and it made me think differently about stuff, right? But Chris Rock saw Will Smith and he was like, I am not fucking with this guy. He's too big. Because you think about it, he balled his fist up and was getting ready to do something, he thought differently. That's my opinion. Nothing more, nothing less, right? And I think Will Smith did that shit, and he made me a little angry, and this is why. He smacked this grown-ass man in the face and then turned his back on him and went and sat right down. Man, imagine somebody trying to do that to one of you guys or our Facebook people out there. That's crazy. That's crazy. This man, that's why Damon, he can salvage it, but I think the only reason why he'll salvage it is because Chris Rock don't want no more smoke. Because guess what he said? He said, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me and didn't say nothing more else about it, right? I'm not calling Chris a punk. All I'm saying to him is he was in so much shock. He made that decision. I'm not fucking with this. I'm here to do my job, and I'm going to do my job. That's it. All right, now, take a couple minutes. I want y'all to end, and it don't necessarily have to do with what we're just talking about, but leave some positive vibes on the people before we get out of here. And like I said, each of us will take a couple minutes.
Go ahead, baby, bro.
All right, Jaquari, go ahead and do you.
All right, you kind of heavy, boy.
Yes, sir.
As far as positive goes with this situation, man, really does the world get to learn this big lesson, on national television. It's a lesson in this. It's definitely a lesson in this. It's a lesson about mental health. It's a lesson about self-care. It's a lesson about, understanding where you are and conducting yourself, in the proper manner. But ultimately, man, as much controversy as this situation is built up, the solutions are going to be so very anticlimactic, I believe.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, what good was it? Didn't need to happen. Just like I said in the beginning.
I got you. Hey, look. First of all, before I conclude, is I appreciate both of y'all because we always talk about this all the time. We grew up in the same house, and we have a lot of similar things, but we all three of us have our own opinions about things. You know what I mean? And that is the beautiful thing about it, right? And Kevin Hinton, you're right. Forgiveness is the word. I just want y'all to know I appreciate doing this with y'all. This is a dream come true for me. That's the truth.
Me too, bro.
So the thing I want to say is this.
Damn, I can't talk, man.
You just said. What are you talking about?
You just said.
Oh, my bad.
We
man.
both get.
You talk so much, man. I forgot.
I'm just talking, man. I'm just playing.
No. You're right, man. You're right. Go ahead. I got thrown off. Go ahead and finish up, dog.
I don't know if
Couple
I should now. No, I'm just
No,
playing, man.
listen. Look,
No,
couple minutes,
this,
dog. Couple minutes.
no, this is not even gonna last that long, man. I think, man, if everybody's honest with themselves, they look at that situation with Will Smith and Chris Rock, man, from their own perspective and all that stuff. They look at it from their own perspective and they have their ideas of what they saw. You know what I'm saying? And if people are honest with themselves and they come to a certain conclusion, they have to ask themselves, why did they come to that conclusion? I didn't. For me, it wasn't. For me, what it was about what Jacory said is some. I'm not gonna say mental illness, but my man is crashing and burning in front of us, man.
Right.
That's what's happening, and it's being displayed to the whole world. And Chris Rock, he's going through his thing too because he got to deal with his kids and his fan base. You know what I'm saying? He had to deal with that. And my point is, man, overall, the reason why I see it the way I do is because for a while now, I look within myself. You know what I'm saying? I ask myself, okay, if trying to be the rational person that I am, what would I done in that situation? You know what I'm saying? My man, he could have turned his back on me, but he couldn't have walked up on me either. You know what I'm saying? Given the venue, he couldn't have done that. Now backstage, he can say whatever he want. Me, him, and Jada.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could have said what he wanted, and we could have hashed it out. We could have worked on it then. You know what I'm saying? But I think people have to be honest about how they react to that shit, man. If you all, man, if that couldn't have been me, you have to ask yourself why you feel you have to take that approach, man. Chris Rock, he did some man shit. I think he's going to retaliate. You know, unfortunately, I think that's what's going to happen. But doing that in real time, he did, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I think, man, after he smacked him, I think Chris was like, because Chris been watching the news and the things that Jada and Will been going through. I would venture to guess Chris was like, damn, my man is tripping. He bugging. You know what I'm saying? He raveling out of control. But I can't let him get away with it. There's two things can be right at the same time, man.
Gotcha.
You know, but I chose to look at it like, damn, it's a tragic situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I really have to say about it.
I got you. I think my take on it is from both men's point of view. From both men's point of view, they was able to, like Will thought that he was defending his wife's honor, but I told you yesterday, I feel he did that for himself. No judgment on him. It's just the fact that he got overwhelmed. He got overwhelmed, man. Because sometimes when you really think that you got everything under control, you don't have nothing under control. And you know, the red table and all that, he got overwhelmed by that. We talked about it yesterday. You know, he didn't expect Jada to go a little left with that, not admitting that they had an affair, because he thought that he could, because I'm Will Smith, I can do this damage control, then we're good. You see what I'm saying? And it's not true. It's not true because you are a regular human being. You might be able to act very well. You might be able to be that kind of person, right? But you are still a regular human being. Your script don't show you how to live life. You know what I mean?
None of us are infallible, man.
Exactly. So when I said that he wouldn't have been able to turn his back on me, right? I'm talking about from Chris Rock's point of view. Because what I would have done, I would have jumped on his back and did a Mike Tyson, started chewing on his ear, and you would have heard me say, "Hey!"
Hey, Keith. Hey, as soon as he hit me, I would said it fell out and shit all over myself. Fuck it. I was from one end of the stage to the other.
Hey, if I was, since y'all chimed in on it, if I was little Chris Rock, I'd have been like, they'd have been like, the security would have came in then talking about, Mr. Rock, put the chair down. Oh, hell no, man. I'm finna whoop this nigga's ass. My kids watching, motherfucker.
Hey, yo, if that was me, you know, Nikki would have came on the stage and shit. It would have just.
And you would have looked at it and said, "Why are you here?"
Not in front of nobody. Shit.
All right, well,
Anyway,
look,
man.
look, we gonna show that. Look, this was a hell of a discussion, man. Look, it was a hell of a discussion, man. You know, and I love the fact that y'all gave me your real point of view of it. You know what I mean? Because, like I tell people all the time, the goal of this situation here, this podcast, is to give you how we feel. Right? I want to acknowledge everybody who's on it, you know, been commenting on it. You know, our family, Lawrence Reed, Malika Harris, you know, former work friend Kevin Hinton, William Scarborough, family Taylor, Keith Barnes. Look, I'm going down the hit list and shit. Get G Sharp, you did your thing, baby. And it's all love, man. Y'all, look, we gonna go every Friday, you know, and just tune in, man, and share our stuff, man. Go to our channel, Strong Perspectives. We got video up, man, and I say this every single time. In each episode that we have, there's at least 3 or 4 things that you can come away with that's going to relate to you, because we got 3 different Armstrong perspectives. You dig what I'm saying? You know, hey, Jaquari, Damon, y'all got something to say before we get up out of here?
Love y'all, man. Appreciate the support, all that. You know what I'm saying?
And Jeannie,
we
love you, baby.
sharpen our tools.
Jaquari?
All guests who contributed comments and everything, you know, thank you for the blessing. You know, thank you for the attention. This is definitely something I come to look forward to. You know, and hopefully the whole situation will progressively get better for all of us. So, you know, be patient, and please, you know, drop us a line and let us know where we need to shore things up at. Because we couldn't, you know, we wouldn't be here at least without.
And look, and y'all pray for me, because I'm dealing with the two talents here. You know what I mean? So, you know, they want green fucking M&M, peanut M&Ms, and you know, unsalted pretzels and shit like that.
I want the bag of skins, man. The hard cut, the crackling. That's what I want.
And after I told you, hell, I checked the mail every goddamn day, and I still ain't got my shit.
All right, people, we love y'all. We're gonna be back soon. All right. This is a Strong Podcast. Hey, no, this is a Strong Perspective Podcast. Go to our YouTube channel, like and share, like and subscribe. We got some good stuff for you guys. All right, peace.
Subscribe, Keith. Subscribe.